going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.
COLM McGuigan for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by the second best podcast host in Belfast, Tyrone Mckenna. Tyrone, how you doing?
What's up? Just chilling. After Christmas, this weird period. After Christmas, the January 1st, I think most boxers trying to eat shit before they have to start fucking
You've
really
been sick
bad.
though over Christmas, haven't you?
I was sick as fuck. Sick for, I don't know, about a week or 9 days. And so I probably lost loads of weight and probably balancing out, know what I mean? Happy.
Yeah, happy enough. And how was the Christmas all in? Good?
It was good. Obviously slightly disappointed and get that fight in the 10th of December, but I mean, I had a good Christmas. Kids loved Christmas. Enjoyed it with families, quiet enough. So I enjoyed it.
I
But
was going to
I'm
touch on that.
itching to get back get back in the training, get back focused on a fight.
I was going to touch on that because obviously, like, there's a disappointing ending to your 2022. How do you deal with that at the time? Because obviously, were you offered any replacements? Was that something that you thought at the time might happen?
Yeah. Well, Jimmy said, "Look, we can get you like some 6 round journeyman and get you out." But like that doesn't appeal to me one bit. Fighting a journeyman, and you don't get up for a fight. You look sloppy. You look shit, or you get an injury or cut eye. I'm very easily cut. So then that's you out of a possible bigger fight in the close future. So I just didn't see it. Obviously, it would be nice to get out, but I think it's a bit of a risk for a no reward kind of thing. And so I just said, look, I'll hold tight for hopefully a bigger fight in the horizon.
I want your honest opinion, right? Going into that fight with Liam Taylor, and you're smiling already, you probably know I'm going to ask you. Were you going to have an absolute war, or were you going to box? Be honest with me.
I don't think I was going for a war. No, I wasn't. I was in my head. I was
That means you're
boxing
definitely going for a war.
in the sparring and all. Like if anyone had to see me sparring, it was like normally with even Sean McComb, I'll just be hands up going forward, trying to pin him down. But all the spars with him, with everyone else, I was on the back foot and boxing and obviously mixing up sometimes. But that was going to be a game plan, mixing up sometimes and sticking to boxing because it is what wins me the fights. But unfortunately, didn't get to prove everyone wrong that I was going for a war. Fucking everyone was being 100% you're going for a war, you're going for a war, but I actually wasn't. But I probably would have ended up in one.
Well, what's next for Tyrone McKenna then? Are we going to see you fight in the US potentially? I know that's something that you said you'd love to do.
Then that really is something I want to do before I finish my career. I want to have a big fight in America against a big American name. Um, I think 2023 is going to be a big year for me because I'm going back down to the Lake welter 140. I think that's my weight that it should be at. I found it a bit easy to make weight the last fight. The one before that, I was only after getting married. I was only after going to the honeymoon and eating shit and drinking it. I had 3 full months off. I've never had that in my life. So when I came back, I was like, fuck, I'm far too heavy to make 140 again. So I done 147. I thought that's going to be me. That's my weight class now. But I found that I made it too easy the last fight. So back down to 140, there's big fights there for me. I mean, don't know why he's trying to dodge me. Like, fucker, what's going on? But Marku was 147. I went up to 147, called him out. He said he's not fighting until after Christmas and went down to 140. But I'm back down 140, Marku. So let's get that fight on. I would love that fight. I mean, any big fight. But yeah, I would love a fight in America.
Liam Taylor, could that happen again? Because I know there's a potential of a big common boxing card on St. Patrick's Day. Is that something that you'd like to be involved in?
Um, I mean, if it happens, it happens. It's not a fight that I would be scared to take. Like, I mean, he's an exciting fighter, and it would be an exciting fight. As I said there now, I'm more or less going to probably move down a weight, so to 140. So I'm looking at people that are 140. But I mean, if they can't get a fight in 140, I'll still take 140 fight, 147 fight, and I'll take anyone. I'll take Liam Taylor, no problem. If it means getting a fight. but I do want bigger names. Even going in that fight, the last fight, it was like Liam Taylor's going to be a good fight, but is it a big enough name for me? It didn't fucking. I wasn't majorly excited about the name. It was going to be a good fight, I think, but like he's not a fight that I'm going to go right. I want to fight him again. I want to get that rematch done again. I'm looking at bigger names, hopefully, and more exciting names, and that's what Jamie's hoping to get from me. He said he's trying to work on something big for me, so hopefully I get that sorted.
Hopefully, Tyrone. But obviously, we want to go through like a 2022 highlight here with you, right? So I want you just going to quick fire questions. You throw them
Okay.
back to me, right? So, male fighter of the year 2022.
Male fighter of the year. Fuck, I'm blanking already. It's the first question. Male fighter of the year. It has to be Bivol.
I'd agree with you on that. 2022 female fighter of the year.
Katie Taylor, which is the fucking legend.
Fight of the year.
Conor Mood.
KO of the year.
KO of the year. Do you know what? Who do you call him? Fuck me, he's been blanking on the name. The Welsh guy, Cardina.
Cordina against Ogawa. Yeah, I go
Yeah.
that one as well. Promoter of the year.
Promoter of the year. It's Conor
Any-
Boxing.
I knew you were going to say that. You're such a lick. Right. Biggest upset of the year 2022. A fighter that you've seen upset the odds.
Biggest upset.
I actually struggled to think of this myself, but I thought of one. Go.
One upset. What is a big upset? Do you know what was a big upset? Well, I don't know if it was an upset, but during the fight, it was a big upset when Gil got that knockout.
Yes, during the fight. That is one that probably during the fight, but before it, you wouldn't have thought that.
But before
Against
it was
Worthy.
an upset, yeah, that's why it's not really an upset.
I would have went with
Upset.
B-Ball against Canelo because
Yeah.
40 of people thought Canelo won that. Would have won that.
I was going to say them, but then I thought, you know what, it's not even that big an upset
It's
because
not really. Yeah.
he's fucking huge.
Disappointment of the year 2022.
Me not getting a scrap at the end of the year.
Tyrone Mckenna. I was going to say Ben Eubank, but we'll go with Tyrone Mckenna. Not getting his 10th
Go with Tyrone
December
Mckenna.
back. Right. Show of the year 2022. A time you watched a boxing show that you weren't involved in, or you were involved in, that you went, wow.
It's hard to say. Full show. I don't know. Yeah, you can. You can. Sorry, she's asking me a question.
He's went blank.
Biggest. Let's name a few good shows. I can't think.
Jeez, I can name you
I
20.
can think of fights, but I can't think of full shows that were on the same bill. I mean,
But
that
that's
was like
probably
fucking-
name me the main events you can think of that stick in your head.
Well, the Conlon one was obviously one of the best
that's for me.
headliners.
Conlon Wood. I think I'll take that as your answer, Tyrone, because that for me that was probably the best one.
Who was the undercard in them fights?
Kevin Ajarga was on it. Gary Colley was on it.
Yeah.
Sandy Ryan, I think, got beat on that show. Yeah, so
we'll go
I was an upset actually. That was a good one. 2022, the best moment of Tyrone Mckenna career-wise.
2022. Well, do you know what? Going over and fighting Prograde was an unbelievable experience. I went over to Dubai. It was a huge night for me. Was world title eliminator. It's against one of the biggest names in the division. I loved the whole build up, the whole week. Even the fight, even though I know it got stopped because of the cuts, but it was still fucking. It was great to be involved in. He's an unbelievable fighter, and he's now a friend. So, yeah, probably that.
Give me 3 fights that you want, that not you included, that you want to see made in 2023.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Hugh Banks Smith one, first of all. But one that I want made is, do you know who I want? Berbatov or whatever the fuck he's called against Bivol. What? How do you say his name?
Berbatov against Bivol. You heard it here first, people. Dimitar Berbatov. Better be a.
Better be him. That's it. That's the one.
That's a
fate. That's a fate. I'm just most likely, most wanting to see. I want to see Tyrone Ennis step it up and fight like the likes of Keith Furman
Virgil
or
Ortiz, man. That would be an
Virgil
unbelievable fight.
Ortiz. That's it. Virgil Ortiz and him fight
Do you
each other.
imagine that fight?
Yeah, and then Coco McCauley v or Coco McGuigan v
Coco
McLaughlin.
McCauley. I heard mad stories about him, to be fair.
Yeah, I know.
I
You
don't
don't
want
want to see Coco McCauley.
I might need to cut that out.
Yeah,
I've
maybe.
heard some mad stories about him. But yeah,
He don't
me
do.
against Ryan McLaughlin, I don't know. Would need to be meet at a catch weight, and it would need to be for a
Listen,
lot of
I
money,
hear he's
for
putting
him
it
to
in. He's putting it in up in the gym in Gleon.
mate, there's talk of Ryan moving down to Pete Taylor's gym, so you'll get to see him one-on-one. Like he's in talks with Pete at the minute, I think, about going into YouTube boxing. So
I don't
you
even
heard it
know.
there first.
I don't even know if that's true or not. I could well believe it. I mean, you're trying to get everyone to fight fucking YouTubers these days. Get the hits.
Where do you see yourself, Fred? Point next year. Me and you're sitting on the same Zoom call this time next year. Where do you see yourself?
I'm hoping to be. Yeah, I'm hoping to be world champion by this time next year. It's 2023 is a big year. I think if I have one big fight, a world title eliminator, and then I can go for a world title and hopefully Falls Park or something like that. So yeah, I think I've said this in a few interviews that I think I'm on a like my next defeat. I'm retired basically. So hopefully I'm not retired this time next year. But if I get a defeat, I will be retired by this time next year. But I'm hoping if things go well, I'm training hard, I'm focused, I'm happy. I'm back down at the weight that I should be at, I think, and yeah, training down camp with Pete's going brilliant. So yeah, I'm hoping that it'll have a successful year.
We'll look back on this interview this time next year and we'll say Tyrone McKenna called world champion 2023. Before I let you go, Tyrone, your podcast is taking over. It's getting very big, and I wanted to give it a plug on the biggest channel in boxing. Talk to me a bit about this podcast that you and Tommy McCarthy do.
Yeah, Whiskey and Weight, it's called, people. So get subscribing. Just you know what, me and Tommy obviously been best friends since we were 10 years old. And we went. What did you just do?
Friends. You're like, me and Tommy have been best friends.
We have. Don't be jealous of the friendship. But we've been best mates since we were 10. And we just, he's always wanted to do a podcast and thought, we're going to start a few years ago, but we didn't. And I'm glad we didn't, because I think now is a good time to start. I mean, he's doing his comedy now. He's less focused on boxing and he's more focused on doing them kind of thing. So, I mean, it's going well. Everyone's loving it. We're actually getting pulled aside on a night out rather than being a boxer, being fucking co-host of fucking Whiskey and Weight. It's weird as fuck here. It's Whiskey and Weight, grabbing pictures of me. And like, I'm also a boxer as well, mate. Even in the boxing, I went to the boxing and people were pulling me and going, Whiskey and Weight, Whiskey and Weight. I was like, I was supposed to be on this fucking show. You need to fucking pull me out Whiskey and Weight.
Right,
But, yeah,
one final question on it. Are you going to do a comedy boxing night? So the likes of you against Shane Todd, Paddy McDonald against that wee fella William. Is there a chance that this happens? The Whiskey and White boxing night in the Devonish?
Listen, anything's possible. We're just trying to get our toes wet in every field. So charity boxing could be the next thing. And I'll get you v Ryan headlining it.
Tyrone McKenna versus Shane Todd. You heard it here first. Well, Tyrone, thanks very much. Hopefully see you out again soon, and we'll chat whenever you do have a fight date sorted. Appreciate it.
Legend. Yeah.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something. Completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.